From Global's newsroom at 4 o'clock, the Prime Minister says he accepts the verdict of the North Shropshire by-election and takes personal responsibility. Liberal Democrat candidate Helen Morgan overturned a huge majority to take the seat from the Conservatives. It follows allegations of Tory sleaze and reports of Downing Street parties in breach of COVID rules last Christmas. Boris Johnson says politics has been distracting people from the real issues, such as the booster rollout.
So I think my job is to get over what we're doing more effectively, and I've got to put my hands up and say, have I failed to get that message across in the last few weeks? Has it been obscured by all this other stuff? Yes, I'm afraid it has.
A 27-year-old woman is being questioned on suspicion of child neglect following the deaths of 4 children in a house fire. 2 sets of twin boys aged between 3 and 4 years old were found alone in the property in South London. Firefighters say the deaths have left everyone numb. Chief Superintendent Dave Stringer has just spoken outside the house in Sutton.
Our London Fire Brigade colleagues acted heroically in recovering their children, and I want to pay particular tribute to them. I know this incident will have a lasting impact on them and on the police officers and paramedics who are involved. We will make sure they get the support they need.
A 30-year-old man has been jailed for a minimum of 40 years for the murders of his 2 children and new partner in Blackburn. A court heard how Jordan Monaghan smothered his newborn daughter Ruby and 1-year-old son Logan in separate attacks in 2013. 6 years later, he killed Evie Adams with a drug overdose while on bail under investigation for his children's murders. Drivers on the London Underground will walk out as part of the latest round of strikes this weekend. Talks with the RMT union have failed to resolve a row over night tube rosters. Members will walk out on the Central and Victoria lines tonight, and 5 lines will be disrupted tomorrow. And Christian Eriksen's contract with Inter Milan has been terminated by mutual agreement. It's 6 months since the Danish midfielder had a cardiac arrest on the pitch at Euro 2020. Italy doesn't allow footballers to play with a heart device, but he could continue his career elsewhere. In the city a short time ago, the FTSE 100 was trading up 1 point at 72.61. The pound buys $1.32 and €1.17. LBC weather: a mostly dry and cloudy night, a low of 2. Staying dry but dull tomorrow. Some bright spells across Scotland and parts of northern England, highs of 9 degrees. From Global's newsroom for LBC, I'm Amelia Cox.